presentation. Now let's move on to the next team, that is V3R from CIMP. Let's see how strong their business game is.
Good morning, judges. Good morning to all. We are Group V3R.
Hello.
And our theme is cattle feed. Second meal to cattle. Okay, the animation is not working, but let me elaborate that the animation says that we are working for cattle feed. The name is Cattle Ahar, and the tagline is the second meal. These are the partners. Next slide, please. So let me tell you that Cattle Ahar is a social startup based in Patna, Bihar. Cattle Ahar aims to target a rural and semi-urban agri-market segment with a nutri-based cattle feed. Cattle Ahar plans to convert food waste into cattle feed. We aim to create a synergy between innovation and technology to create a budget-friendly product which is not only healthy but also profitable. We plan to extend our idea with municipal corporation and make them an active stakeholder. We plan to execute the idea in all the major cities of Bihar like Muzaffarpur, Gaya, Patna, as well as the other municipalities. We plan to partner with PMC because the first plan is to execute it in Patna. That's why we have planned to partner with PMC, that is Patna Municipal Corporation, for continuous supply of raw material. We plan to partnership with the Panchayat and spread awareness about healthy cattle. The use of waste food reduce the cost of animal feed, which can lead to a higher profit for livestock farmers. Additionally, it will help reduce the negative impact that the lost and waste food cause an environment by reducing part of the carbon footprint. According to the experts, recycling strategy is the most sustainable way to create a synergy so that there can be a good sustainable part for making the food waste into a cattle feed. We plan to partnership with Panchayat and spread awareness. Next slide. Coming to our mission and vision, our mission is to provide healthy and nutrition-rich food for cattle and make our surrounding a healthy place to live. And our vision is to be the best cattle food provider through regular upgrade and excellence in technical operations and customer satisfaction, resulting in long-term sustainable value for stakeholders.
Thank you, sir. Just before starting the presentation, there's a line, a waste is not a waste until wasted. So the entire concept of our business is to utilize the waste and make the waste a good material and a profitable material. So talking about the product, what's unique about our product is conversion of food waste to nutrition-based cattle feed. As mentioned, a waste is not a waste until wasted. All the food waste that we are wasting every day can be recycled, can be utilized in a much better way, and can provide a second meal or a value addition to people or to any living beings who cannot get it. First to market, lowest in the price segment. Tested, sample testing before production, maintains pH level. pH level, we are focusing on the pH level of the product because it's a consumption product, and like if animals are taking it, gastric is a major problem with the animals. So we are maintaining the pH level to optimize it. Authentic, it's organic. The product is organic because 80% of the raw materials or 80% of the component of our product will be food waste, which is organic. Next slide. Cattle Ahar Private Limited is established in 2021 by the synergy of professionals and amalgamation of different fields. These are the information about the directors that we can skip. Why Cattle Ahar? So this is a question like where the idea comes from. The statistic shows that 62 million tons of food waste garbage by Indians amount to 92,000 crores, that is close to $15 billion. So talking about the numbers, this is the amount of raw materials of the market we have. The amount is $15 billion, which is being wasted by us. According to the survey, this is the total waste India generates is equal to the consumption of United Kingdom alone. So that's the amount of food waste that we generate. Cattle Ahar is a company which aims to convert food waste into a highly nutritious cattle food. We aim to provide farmers high quality, budget friendly, nutritious cattle food and decrease food waste. Our product tends to increase efficiency of its customer. Efficiency of its customers as in we are focusing on the people who have cattle with them, and if the cattle is consuming nutritious and healthy and organic food materials, the end product milk which we consume as a consumer will be healthy. So all the stakeholders being with us making profit, being the Patna Municipal Corporation, management of their food waste, being the stakeholders like the customers, their cattle getting the best quality nutrition food, and their customer like us getting the best quality milk. Next slide. So this is the projected population in PMC area. Our focus is to start the business in Patna. So looking at the total garbage and the waste generation in the city, we have got this data from Woodco and PMC. So this shows the population increase every 5 years from 18.7 lakhs in 2016 to 21 lakhs in 2021, which is expected to grow by 23.4 lakhs by the year 2025. And using figures for assumed average annual growth, Patna is the 21st fastest growing city in the world and 5th largest, fastest growing city in India by the City Mayors Foundation, which itself shows that how the city is growing and the problem of food waste will enhance and will be more. Like if you'll travel outside, you'll see food waste loitering around, because the problem with the municipal corporation is they don't have a proper plan or outlay or idea of how to manage the food waste. They might take it from you, they might take it from your house and end up dumping in the dumping ground which they have in Sampachak. So waste generation, talking about the waste, how much waste Patna generates, only Patna. So talking about only about Patna, we generate 1000 to 1200 tons per day. So taking in average 1200 tons per day of waste is being generated by Patna alone. So imagine the amount of waste that we acquire every day. Per capita generation is approx 450. So if we'll take the countability, every one of us are generating half a kg of waste every day, which if you carry out in your home will be a very good amount. It was 1010 ton per day in 2011. It has been estimated that in coming years this generation quantity bound to increase, which is very obvious. As the population will increase, the amount of food which will generate will increase rapidly. So talking about the source, where are the wastes coming from? Household domestics, hotels, commercial establishments, agriculture markets, slaughterhouses, medical nursing clinics, building construction, demolition waste, industrial waste. So this is the total waste. I'm talking about the 1200 ton. This is not the all the options are not where we are looking for the raw materials. We're talking about the whole perspective of the whole food waste or the whole waste that is being generated by the city. Now, when we make the composition of the waste, 40% is domestic waste and 60% is industrial and commercial waste. The solid waste comprises of vegetables and soluble fraction, which is 49%, combustible fraction, which is 12.5%, and non-combustible fraction, 38.5%. So, if you look at the numbers, 49% is the total waste which we are looking for. And if we convert into numbers, 1200 and like 49%, making it approx 600 tons per day, is the food or waste, organic waste. Taking in with the if the segregation of the waste in percentage wise, we can see paper is paper is a total of 4%. But the important part to look is the compostable matter, which is 51%. Out of the total waste that is being generated by the city post segregation, the data shows that 51% of the waste are compostable, which can be utilized for our business in the future. This shows the total estimation of food waste which will be generated by the city. This is also the data by Woodco itself. Back. Sorry, sir? Go back. Yes, sir. So the total segregation of the waste in percentage wise. Next slide. So the title is not coming. So this data is showing the total number of waste which is being generated, and the estimation of the waste which will be generated by the city. So from 2011. No, so the projections start from 2026. Yes, sir. So the current data is 1514, and as per the estimated growth of the population, they have projected that by 2026, the estimated waste generated by the city per day will be 1836 tons per day.
क्या है हाँ source.
Sorry, ma'am? Ma'am, Budco, which is the government authority of Bihar.
So where is the there's nothing in the slide. क्या क्या किया है ये?
Sir, due to some technical problem, in laptop it is visible, but in projector it is not coming. So here we come with the procurement of food from the institution like municipalities, hotel, educational institute, and social gathering, carrying and forwarding into pickup truck, that is to the inventory store, processing food waste into the dry kettle food, quality test assessment and managing pH level 6.5 to 7, and weighing and packaging into 10 kg, 20 kg, and 40 kg packets into gunny bags, processing and delivery into districts. Preliminary finding from the household survey revealed that around 50% of the household are willing to adopt changes in waste management techniques, and almost 30% are ready to contribute to the community-wide waste management initiatives. Next slide, please. Excuse me.
Who has done this survey?
Ma'am, we got this from the BITCO.
What's it, the survey
Yeah,
results
we have a
also?
source.
Most of the data which we are showing is the survey done by Budco. There is an NGO called India Homes, which in collaboration with Budco made a survey.
So
in
here we
which-
can't see the title, but this is the process. The first process is segregation. The food waste comes into various mode, but we have to first segregate it, then in this integrator, disintegrate what is to be used and what is to not to be used. And in pulverizer, there is a heating part where we make into dry part, and after that we make a powder and ribbon blending for uniform mixing of that powder. After that, nutrition additions are done, and then they are again shifted to the dryer, and lastly they are made by the pellet making machine. Next slide. So this is the channel from kettle ahar manufacturing plant to warehouse, suppliers, dealers, retailer, and consumers. Sorry, we can't see the title because of some technical problems. Coming for the quality check and specification, the quality standard is IS 2052-1875, pH value less than 5.6, micronutrient and vitamin the ratio 1:16. Production capacity per annum is quantity 600 metric ton, and value, for value we have 36 lakh. Power supply requirement is in 3 phase. Next slide, please. Coming to the technical part, we have these are the machineries that we are going to use. And this machinery is, first is the disintegrator with the motor start pulley V belt set, ribbon blender with reduction gear, gyrator shifter with motor starter, platform weighing machinery which is of 10 kg capacity, gunny bag sealing machine, and miscellaneous equipment including office furnitures. Next. Vipul?
So we had a discussion with this company called Phoenix Industries and Logistics, which are using the same technology in the United States. So we even emailed them about our idea and our idea of getting this idea in India. So even they actually agreed with the process that we have, and they even mailed us. They have 3 models, which is M1, M2, and M3. The most common condition, which comes with conditioning, pellet cooling, in some cases pellet crushing. And they also told that the approximated cost is 5 million with a very short return on investment. Although the technology is patented and is bought by a US based company, which they are not ready to share or to outsource to anyone, but the idea of showing this mail is that the idea is doable and is being done by a company in the States.
Skip this part. So here we come to the SWOT analysis. Our strengths are budget friendly because our price for a 10 kg gunny bag for the cattle feed is just $399, and it is sustainable product on demand availability, and we have a large market cover, and our weaknesses are low brand equity as we are the startup. We have low capital and low customer base. Opportunities are that it is an environmental friendly product business. It has an environmental friendly business policy as well, catering rural and semi-urban. favoring government policies also, because the government favor in this kind of startups. And the threats are that we have a funding issues, government regulations, quality assessments. These are the threats.
यहाँ तक आएगा.
Next slide, please. So here is the competitor analysis. Kapila Pashu Ahar sells its 32 kg of gunny bag for rupees 1320, and these are the competitors, and we are selling quantity, 10 kg for 399. There is a mistake. Next slide, please.
I'll take it. 13 lakh 80,000 and the total working capital is 7 lakh 25,000. The next slide. There's a problem with the slide. The fixed capital is 69 lakh rupees. So I'll beg your pardon for that.
This is the fixed capital that we are using as a machineries and the requirements.
Next slide.
This is the working capital that is for the staffs and labor per month. As you can see that we are paying to the skilled workers, to the employees, and the peon, clerk, and unskilled workers. And it sums to 43 lakh 5,000.
4 lakh 3,000.
Sorry, 4 lakh 35,000. Other financials that we have already told that where the money is going. So we have taken the land from the BRD as a rent, and we are paying 40,000 for staff and labor. These are the details. And sources of fund are that we 4 partners are paying from our own pocket. That is Vishal Kumar Singh for 12 lakh and Vikas Raj Hans 15 lakh, Rahul Kumar for 15 lakhs and Vipul Agrawal 27 lakh.
And can you go back to the last slide? Last slide, back. There's one important thing that we have mentioned, raw material as zero, because the entire concept of the business is of getting the raw materials for free from the municipal corporation. The major cost in production would be the transportation and utilities and the staff and labor, which will put in for the business. Next slide. This is the turnover per year that we estimate. Next slide. To the break-even analysis, taking the fixed cost as 69 lakh rupees and variable cost as 7 lakh 25,000 per month, and 3,000 is the per month capacity of production, which costs around 242. So the break-even, we assume to be break-even by 15th month of the when we start the production. So within 15 months of our production, we will reach the point of break-even. So this point can be sufficed by the mail I showed you in the back mail, which the players who are already in the market has also showed that the return on investment is very short because the raw materials are free. Next. So looking the conclusion, looking at the finances and the market availability, we are very optimistic about the idea and wish to make our company benchmark in the industry with our responsibility for Mother Earth. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
So all the best. Congratulations. It was a nice presentation. Nice
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
So you have already started. This is me a sense of feeling that it is already in progress. The business startup has already, taken up its activity.
No, sir. That's the idea. That's the idea.
That is a part of plan.
Okay, that is the expected funding.
Source of funding that we wish to incur on our own.
That's what I was wondering, whether Vipul has forgone his placement or what.
We are waiting for the fund. First fund should be coming from the CIMP onwards.
More than the fund, we are waiting for the degrees to come back.
No. So you have all the money. In fact, we are looking for the opportunities in your organization now.
Ma'am, more the money, more the business,
But
more the investors.
You have mentioned somewhere that in 2021 you have started, isn't it?
We have started to plan. We have not started the
Okay.
operations, but incorporating the idea.
Actually.
That is what was confusing to us,
Yes.
like whether you are presenting it to be the prospective, investors, or it gave us a feeling that everything has been, done,
Yes.
planned, and the investment is about to just come. It has already taken off. 27 will come from Vipul, and I was surprised, like Vipul has forgone the placement and we are not even aware. So that clarification need to be there. Anyways, there was an assumption that you will be having, or rather collecting the raw materials from the different sources free of cost? I mean, what makes you make that assumption that you'll be able to collect free of cost? Because at times waste is also expensive, because the time people come to know that you are processing and you will be making a lot of money, and I'm not aware that at present whether people are into such kind of business or not. So the time there will be a competition, the raw materials which you are expecting free of cost may become costly. So what is your back of the mind, you thought it will be free of cost?
So the major, our focus mainly is to partner with Patna Municipal Corporation. That will be the major source of raw material, because that's what I mentioned in the earlier part also. They have a lot of raw materials, but they don't know how to utilize it. You will find it loitering around. So it will be a favor to PMC also in managing the food waste, because they end up not able to managing the food waste which they generate every day. And that's why the statistics will also shown that out of the waste which we generate, 49% is the waste that can be converted. So that's a massive amount of raw material which we can get from PMC itself, which would be free.
So okay, so PMC, the vehicles will dump the waste to some particular location identified by you.
Yes.
So you will be bearing the transport cost for that?
Yeah, that's why we have mentioned the cost, that there is no cost for raw materials, but they're costing for
So
transportation.
because we are managing the logistic by ourselves, we are procuring by our own self. We are not asking from them. And it is also making the PMC more efficient, such as when the mess food is left, the leftover food of mess, we can procure from them also. Many institutes are like that, the educational institution as well as the hotels and the restaurants.
So I mean, you should pursue this in front of some VCs. You can present, you can look for funding, but the way you have presented, it gave us a feeling, a rather very strong feeling, that the investment has already been done. And I mean, we would have thought of giving a standing
Sir,
ovation.
it was a
You have
presentation.
invested
We don't
such
have
money,
that much money.
But then, so that was sort of misleading, anyways.
So
Yeah,
we'll look for
one more thing is misleading over here. Don't do that.
Try to be realistic. Otherwise, I mean, we felt it to be a very, a good one. I
but
mean,
we plan to get a second. But this is not the right way.
That's
We accept this. Sorry, sir. We accept this.
Thank you, team V3R. And so we have a last minute entry of Mr. Uday Kumar from Vanijya Mahavidyalaya, who got so inspired from all the presentations that were showcased today that he really wishes and is very eager to share his own presentation. So let's welcome Mr. Uday Kumar on the stage.
सर, मैम एंड मेरे प्यारे मित्रगण, मुझे कुछ शब्द रखने के लिए आप लोगों के सामने, इसके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। मेरा नाम उदय कुमार है और मैं वाणिज्य महाविद्यालय से हूँ। सबसे पहले जैसा कि आप लोग जानते हैं कि आज के युवा हमारे नशे की ओर ज़्यादा आकर्षित हो रहे हैं, जैसे कि शराब, तंबाकू, सिगरेट इत्यादि। ये सब को देखते हुए मैंने अपने ध्यान दिया, मैंने चाय की ओर ध्यान दिया और सोचा कि यदि हम चाय की ओर ज़्यादा ध्यान दें तो इससे हमारे युवा की कुछ हद तक सुधार हो सके। इसलिए हमने अपना प्रोडक्ट अल्कोहलिक टी नाम दिया है। इससे कहा भी जाता है कि किसी भी नाम का किसी भी युवा या अन्य व्यक्ति पर उसका डायरेक्ट असर वो आकर्षित होता है प्रोडक्ट के ऊपर। इसलिए मैंने अपना प्रोडक्ट नाम अल्कोहलिक टी रखा है। और कहा जाता है कि सुबह की नींद चाय से ही खुलती है। इसके लिए फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल बिजनेस स्टार्ट करने के लिए मुझे FSSAI यानी फूड सेफ्टी सिक्योरिटी अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया का लाइसेंस लेना ज़रूरी होता है। सेकेंड, ट्रेडमार्क रजिस्ट्रेशन। इसके लिए ट्रेडमार्क रजिस्ट्रेशन इसलिए कराना ज़रूरी होता है कि यदि जो मेरा नाम प्रोडक्ट का नाम जो हमने दिया है वो पहले से किसी और का रजिस्ट्रेशन है या नहीं। थर्ड, सोल प्रोप्राइटरशिप। सिंगल बिजनेस करने के लिए सोल प्रोप्राइटरशिप का रजिस्ट्रेशन कराना ज़रूरी होता है। आफ्टर दैट, प्रोडक्ट को कहाँ से खरीदे। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, असम, दार्जिलिंग, सिक्किम, ये सब जगह मुझे ये सब जगह प्रोडक्ट की खेती होती है। ये सब जगह से मुझे प्रोडक्ट आसानी से उपलब्ध हो सकता है। इसके लिए मुझे वहाँ जाकर या वहाँ के जनरल एजेंट की सहायता से मुझे प्रोडक्ट उपलब्ध करा दिया जाए। टाइप्स ऑफ टी, या इस प्रोडक्ट को बनाने के लिए हमने 3-4 तरह के टी का डिफरेंसेस किया है। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, BOP यानी ब्रोकन ऑरेंज पॉकी। सेकेंड, BP, PD और BPSC। ये 4 टाइप से चाय पत्ती के जिनसे हमारा प्रोडक्ट इंक्रीज बनाने के लिए उसके बाद आफ्टर रिक्वायरमेंट, इसकी क्या क्या ज़रूरत पड़ेगी मैन्युफैक्चरर के लिए। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, मशीन फॉर प्रोसेसिंग टी को प्रोसेस करने के लिए एक मशीनरी की ज़रूरत पड़ेगी। उसके टी को तौलने के लिए हमें वेटिंग मशीन की ज़रूरत पड़ेगी। आफ्टर दैट, वर्कर्स, इसके लिए वर्कर्स की भी ज़रूरत पड़ेगी। इसके लिए कॉस्ट हमने ये रखा है, मशीनरी के 1.5 लाख रुपए, वर्कर्स 15,000 पर वर्कर्स, 1.5 लाख। ट्रेडमार्क रजिस्ट्रेशन के लिए हमने 10,000 रखा है। लॉजिस्टिक एंड रॉ मटेरियल कॉस्ट, जैसे मुझे ट्रांसपोर्टेशन के लिए या फिर अन्य कोई खर्च ले जाने के लिए, लाने के लिए और एक्स्ट्रा जो खर्च चाहिए उसके लिए मुझे 7 लाख की ज़रूरत है। टोटल कॉस्ट ऑफ 10 लाख। मनी विल कम फ्रॉम, मनी हम कहाँ से जनरेट करेंगे। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, प्रोमोटर शेयर 4 लाख, अपने घर से 4 लाख जनरेट करेंगे। सेकेंड, बैंक लोन, बैंक से हम लोग 6 लाख का लोन से लेंगे। एडवर्टीजमेंट, सेटअप एडवर्टीजमेंट के लिए सबसे पहले हम लोग क्राउडेड एरिया को चूज करेंगे, जैसे कि रेलवे स्टेशन, कॉलेजेज, मार्केट, ये सब जगह को चूज करेंगे क्योंकि यहाँ पर भीड़ भाड़ ज़्यादा रहता है। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, इसके लिए एक छतरी और सेकेंड एक काउंटर, छतरी और काउंटर। उसके आफ्टर दैट हर व्यक्ति को एक सैंपल्स के रूप में उसको प्रोवाइड करेंगे। साथ ही साथ एक कूपन देंगे और उनसे कहेंगे कि ये टेस्ट करिएगा। ये टेस्ट करने के बाद आप बताइएगा कि ये कैसा मेरा प्रोडक्ट है, और यदि जो आपको टेस्ट अच्छा लगे तो आप हमसे कांटेक्ट करिए। या साथ ही साथ यदि प्रोडक्ट 200 रुपये किलो केजी है, 200 का केजी है, तो आप मेरे पास आइएगा। जो मैंने कूपन दिया है वो कूपन के साथ मैं उसको 10 या 10 या 20% का डिस्काउंट दूंगा। इस तरह से हम अपने प्रोडक्ट को सेल कर सकते हैं। और कंक्लूजन, आज के युवा जो नशे की ओर ज़्यादा बढ़ रहे हैं, उनको आप नशे की ओर ना बढ़कर अपने चाय का जो एडवर्टीजमेंट किए हैं उसके तरफ खींचना। थैंक यू।
तो कैसे करिएगा उसमें? अल्कोहलिक टी से कैसे चलेगा फिर?
सर,
बना के कुछ आदमी पी के टेस्ट करता है, कुछ अल्कोहलिक टी जैसा कुछ ऐसा लगता है कि हाँ आपकी दुकान में फिर भीड़ लग जा रही है। देन
सर, नाम ही सर अल्कोहलिक टी, नाम ऐसे कहा जाता है ना सर कि नाम से ये युवा आकर्षित होते हैं। प्रोडक्ट पर जो नाम मेरा सर अल्कोहलिक टी, वो
माने
अंदर
उसमें वो समझ लेंगे कि कुछ अल्कोहल टाइप है।
वो टेस्ट करेंगे ही सर, वो टेस्ट करेंगे उसके बाद
फिर दोबारा नहीं आएंगे।
कोई
हाँ प्लानिंग नहीं, देखिए नहीं अल्कोहल पत्ती नहीं है वो,
चाय बेचेंगे।
चाय है वो, उसके अंदर अल्कोहल कंटेंट का है, या तो आप चाय की पत्ती को
हाँ।
अल्कोहल में भिगो के
नेम
बेचिए।
दिया, नाम दिया सर मैंने।
सर नेम सिंबॉलिक दैट आई अंडरस्टैंड।
यस सर, सिंबॉलिक
नाम है। हाँ लेकिन मतलब फिर
नाम से कैसे
पत्ती
feel
बेचना
आएगा?
थोड़ा सा टफ हो जाएगा क्योंकि टी जंक्शन, वी हैव टी जंक्शन, वी हैव और क्या है चाय वाला,
नहीं जैसे कि यहाँ पर भी
है ना, MBA चाय वाला, सो वी हैव समथिंग लाइक दैट। अब मीठापुर में चाय सुट्टा है, आई मीन सो पीपल वहाँ लाइन पे खड़ा हो जाते हैं चाय पीने के लिए, बट चाय पत्ती आई मीन इट्स वेरी वेरी टफ बिजनेस।
दैट्स अ डिफरेंट कंसेप्ट। चाय
Very
सुट्टा
tough.
में सुट्टा मिलता है, यहाँ सुट्टा यहाँ थोड़ा मिल रहा है।
वो सर मैंने सुट्टा नहीं,
हाँ
मैंने
दैट इज व्हाट आई एम
टी
सेइंग कि बी रियलिस्टिक इन योर अप्रोच ना।
मैंने टी की।
थैंक यू।
थैंक यू।
Really refreshing business idea.
The only thing worse than starting something and failing is not starting at all. Now we are done with all our presentations. We hope that the audience would be inspired by the all business plans and you would be starting the new ventures by yourselves.
We thank and wish all the participants the very best, and we would also like to thank the judges for their time and valuable insights. Thank you everyone.
Just an announcement, within a minute the skit programs will be start, so kindly don't leave the auditorium.